What up YouTube, Bonsai here, back with another Legends Reacts, and yeah, this is going to be the follow-up, part 2 of Al's reactions to Bricky's Every Space Marine Legion Explained. So yeah, in the previous one, we went over from 1 to 10, and Al's favorite were the Blood Angels, the Imperial Fists, and the Iron Hands. Yes. So yeah, now we're going to go over everything from 11 up, and then at the end, Al's going to go over his favorite from his, and then his favorite overall. Okay? So let's jump into it. Too easy. Let's do it. Let's get right into it.
I was never here.
Legion 11.
Legion 11. One of the missing ones. So. What happened?
Hello there.
You don't know?
From touching grass. I know.
Touching grass.
I'm pretty cool with the grass touching. And
Okay.
now let's continue our Warhammer lecture.
This
Right.
ruffles my jammies.
World Eaters.
Okay, so what's going on here?
I am a super sandwich!
The World Eaters. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Angron. A butcher,
Angron.
a slaughterer.
Like extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word descriptor, anger. Hey you.
Anger.
Yeah, you. Are you mad? Do you just fucking hate everything? Do you want to murder everything in sight and get rewarded for doing so? Then you should join the World Eaters. Home planet of Noosphere and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry. Angron was raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain, so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger. Slap them with a freight train of armor, 2 goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen. It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honestly a surprisingly sad legion that I actually screwed up in assuming that they were all just angry murderers. I mean, they are, but they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors. The World Eaters, like I mentioned in the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you, and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you like that,
Run at you and cause death.
maybe you like it because they were, you know, at one point a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better than that. That was when I was in college. I didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
Neither did Angron.
Hail Caesar! If it's not done by sunrise, I'll cut your balls off.
The Ultramarines, Allegiance, Loyalists, Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. That's how it's said. An analyst, a diplomat, a blueberry Boy Scout. Single word descriptor, duty. When you see Space Marines on a box or just Space Marines in promotional material, notice how they are always colored blue. These are the blue Space Marines. These ones here, the Ultramarines, who hail from the world of Macrog with their Primarch, Rabute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the white bread of Space Marines. The grilled chicken with salt and pepper. And this is by no means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's also because they are so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for warfare is paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. Gilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch for all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, without supply lines, without trade routes, without infrastructure and economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff, and Gilliman knows it, which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named Ultramar, which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of ultra depression for many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empire has become and immediately wanted to fucking die. Being forced to leave everything he once hated, an Imperium rotten to its core with his sole responsibility to save it, is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple, clean slate.
Uh-oh. Stinky. Funny poop. Poop funny. Woo.
The Death Guard. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Mortarion. A Reaper of poison, an ungodly stench. Single word descriptor, rot. The Death Guard hail from Barbaros, with the Primarch Mortarion. The 14th Legion were known for their incredible resilience to damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Where the Imperial Fists were defensive thanks to tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving. They are slow, yet they are resistant, which was only confounded as a Death Guard captain, Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of rot and decay. Now, the Death Guard are a Nurgle-worshipping infected legion whose ability to feel pain and take damage has all but just gone away. They wade through gunfire, able to kill normal Marines 10 times over and continue unharmed, all while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter, plague spreads. People get sick and they die. They spread debilitating disease to all around them. Why would a legion need to be anything more than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by their presence? Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal alike, all while the legion advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong to them. And look at Mortarion's model, dude. The man is baller as fuck. A gigantic moth with a gigantic scythe. Come on now. The Death Guard.
For my next trick!
Thousand Sons.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
The Thousand Sons. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Magnus the Red. A scholar, a sorcerer, a fucking nerd. Single word descriptor, magic. The Thousand Sons hail from their homeworld of Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final
Magnus
of
the
four
Red.
major Chaos God factions, the Thousand Sons are disciples of Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways. Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves to the god of trickery and change. Most of them no longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader. The Thousand Sons do not deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong. This is untrue. He has done much wrong. However, he is very sympathetic, mainly because the Space Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their legion, escaping only through the assistance of the Changer of Ways, and forever changed because of it. Meanwhile, magic is their main tool. Take some Lovecraftian style abilities, the eyes everywhere, and potent spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Sons sorcery knows no bounds, and they are very good at it. If you're a fan of like wizards, your classic style of spellcaster, and you want a ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarion, looks fucking baller, the Thousand Sons are for you.
You fucking asshole! There's no way, you're a fucking cheater. Such a sore
You're
a cheater. My dad works at Nintendo!
The Sons of Horus, or the Luna Wolves, or the Black Legion. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Horus, a warrior, a treasured friend, or the traitor himself. Single word descriptor, assault. The Sons of Horus are the formal name of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthonium. The Sons of Horus themselves were assault troops. The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial Fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity. However, the Sons of Horus are no longer, because, well, They are now instead the Black Legion, led by Abaddon the Despoiler, who claims to succeed where his father failed. The Black Legion are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black and brass Space Marine, who are known for recruiting in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion. Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master. You gain favored by not just one, but all 4 gods equally. Their famous line, "Let the galaxy burn," is the best way to describe them. It doesn't matter what the outcome is, so long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job. They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a clear goal in mind, as the Dark Gods are calling, and the Black Legion are sure to answer.
Hello. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Right, yeah, so that was from 12 to be more accurate up until 16, so 5 regions. 5 regions. We started off with the World Leaders, and then we went on to the Ultramarines, and then we went to Death Guard, and then Thousand Suns, Master Red, and then Horus's Black Legion, yeah. So, alright, so out of those 5, any stood out to you particularly? I think I did like Angron, though I felt like the second last one, like Thousand Suns, I felt that appealed, like, because I think it's because of just like magic, yeah. Them being able to use magic so effectively. And I do appreciate the Horus Black Legion. Yet, I don't know, I'm just feeling more like Thousand Suns stood out of those 5. Alright, yeah. The ones with the rods, I mean, it's cool. Personally, it's actually my personal favorite one out of the Chaos, and I think in general out of all the Legions. I like Nurgle, yeah. In general, Nurgle's my favorite god personally. Yeah. I like Thousand Suns also because I like the one, the Chaos God of Change and Zeech, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and I love the color scheme too, personally, like blue. Yeah. But then Magnus already is red, which is your favorite color. Yeah. So just, yeah. And they have like an Egyptian theme to them. Yeah. And how do you feel about the poster boys for the Ultramarines? Probably your least favorite out of them. No, I thought they were. I like the designs, the blue design. When he said it was like a white bread, I was like, that's basic. That's accurate, yeah. I mean, I guess you like them, but they don't stand out. Yeah. They're alright. I don't hate them. I don't like love them. I just like appreciation. Yeah. Okay, with that, I think we can move on to the next lot of Warhammer. It's 24, and then we'll close up this. Yeah, the last set. Yeah. Right? Yes. Let's get it going.
Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
No.
It wasn't fucking optional!
The Word Bearers. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Lorgar Aurelian. A preacher. A fanatic. A choir boy. Single word descriptor, zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call of the Dark Gods, what if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the Word Bearers are for you. The 17th Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet of Colchis.
Okay.
Originally obsessed with
what's with all these planets blowing up?
God, they found that despite his divinity, he was not worthy of worship because, you know, he raised their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground for daring to worship him. Like, could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid, it just destroyed the whole thing? Like, what would that do to your head? But there are gods that want worship and will reward those who do. The Word Bearers are chaos worshippers to a T. All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic rituals, the summoning of demons, and the mutual possession of their own troops. They welcome demons to their bodies to fight as one. They exalt the dark gods themselves for aid, and guess what? they answer. In the world of 40K, Satan doesn't just call you back. He hops in his GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch.
What?
In the world of 40K, your rituals will end with genuine results. The word bearers know this. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism, the gods will answer and they will be rewarded. So they use it. They bring forth demons. They bring forth possessions. They bring forth the power of the neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against the Imperium. Lorgar sits there, smiling, as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith is a reality, and it is a tool he is using to rend the galaxy.
Dear Sir Stroke Madam, fire! Exclamation mark. Fire! Exclamation mark. Help me!
The Salamanders. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Vulcan, a Forge Master, a Behemoth, a very huggy boy. Single word descriptor, fire. The Salamanders hail from Nocturne, a volcanic planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size. Vulcan, he is an enormous slab of beef, by far the largest of all the Primarchs. However, don't let his size fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition of looking frightening, being larger than other Marines, while also boasting an ashy, like coal color skin and blazing red eyes, while simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weaponry. So your average civilian might be spooked, but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians. Vulcan believes that to safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, safeguard its people. So unlike other legions who put their lives far and above the average human, the Salamanders spend significantly more time trying to save them, often taking numerous losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths, maintaining their own weapons and crafting versions of it. They also have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families even after becoming a Space Marine. They care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5-foot tall giant with flaming red eyes who just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire, melting things, and being the nicer of the Marines, Salamanders are for you.
Sneak attack! Saga, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
The Raven Guard. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Corvus Corax. A raven, a shadow. An industrial dance DJ. Single word descriptor, stealth. The Raven Guard are the final Loyalist Legion at 19 and hail from the planet Deliverance with Primarch Corvus Corax. If it hasn't been made clear enough already, the Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite this, their signature winged jump pack and double lightning claw look is, well, not very stealthy. They are named after, of course, the Raven and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters that have no problem with waiting and waiting and waiting until the moment to strike is at hand. It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves people in 1 ton of power armor, but they find a way. That, more than anything, should not be used to show how ridiculous 40K is, even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs. It's not about them sneaking around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so long that it wasn't until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there. And also, if you want, edgelord Marines with a long black haircut, pale skin, ravens everywhere, if you want to field assassins and snipers abound, then the Raven Guard are for you.
It could be in this very room. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be... Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? It was obvious.
The Alpha Legion. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Alfarius, and Omegon. Saboteurs, destabilizers, they're in your walls. Single word descriptor, espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius and Omegon, the only Legion to have 2 Primarchs who were split as twins. The Alpha Legion are heretical, we think, and specialize in destabilization of society and armies. Their entire shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off one head, two more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be Alfarius. All are liars. They make the largest use of sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions because it's extremely easy to take over a planet when you
Poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses!
Where the Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you could imagine from a hardcore spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an honor, being Alfarius is a requirement. There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot. We're talking facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are Space Marines in name only, because being a strong stoic warrior is not what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius. We are all Alfarius in his Lord's glorious army. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video.
Love it. I think for this round, that's my favorite round. Yeah.
Okay, so
Easy.
we just went through the final four. We had the Wood Bearers,
Yes.
the Salamanders,
Yes.
the Raven Guard, and
Yes.
the Alpha Legion.
Alpha
So
Legion.
straight off the bat,
Yeah.
which one stood out to you? Which one stood out?
Yeah, I think I like the Alpha Legion. They seem pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a new. It's how do I say?
They broke the mold
Yeah,
compared to the rest of them.
They're violent, but in a different way, like a normal.
Yeah, and they even have like two Primarchs.
Yeah.
One of the Primarchs got killed. They sort of joined that. You notice that he was like traitor. You think?
Yeah.
It's because it's like even the traitors still doubt whether or not they were like they don't more or less haven't been as active as the traitors after the main war. So people don't really know like what they're doing or how powerful they really are. It's kind of hidden. Rogol Dawn, the leader of the Imperial Fist, killed one of the twins. So right now they've only got one left. I think our first one is
the yellow guy.
The yellow guy, yeah.
Oh, seemed pretty legit.
But at a certain point, yeah, they had two Primarchs more or less. But all of them, unlike the other legions, the Primarchs is shorter, the shortest out of them, and that's because he matches in line with his other sons, so to speak. And then they are like camouflage, and you can't tell which is which.
I am Alfarius.
Yeah.
Well, that's genius, bro. I feel like, they're more like
interesting.
Yeah. There's no like quite definite thing like what they want, you know, or what they're just, you know, like
you don't know what the agenda is.
Like the agenda, like
All right. So then, did you by any chance like let's say maybe the Salamanders or the Wood Bearers or the Raven Guard? Did they appeal to you?
I did like the Word Bearers, just because they're just like they don't give a damn, like summon demons like left, right, center. I think that's like
they're probably the most faithful and I don't necessarily know if I think they were the first to really convert fully over because they used to worship the Emperor, but then the Emperor raised their capital city in the ground and all that and just like got them going. And then when their leader went looking for like true gods, he found the Chaos Gods. So they were like they're probably the most dedicated to it. And one interesting thing about them, when they get possessed by Chaos Gods, not Chaos Gods but demons, they do it in a way where it's actually a mutual thing. So it's not like the demon completely takes over or the human is like in charge, but it's kind of like mutually the two of them are like at the same time in charge. So some people say that like they're more like a hybrid of demons and Space Marine, and they found a way to blend it. Whereas if you look at, let's say, the Emperor's son, what was it? The one with the Slaanesh guy, they're pretty much just giving in. Or the World Eaters, they're completely giving in. Like when the demon takes over, the demon takes over. They're no longer Space Marines.
So the Word Bearers could be like a little stronger to be able to contend with the demon.
Yeah, but that's more, I guess, the methodology of how they do it gives them that advantage.
Interesting.
I do like that about them too.
Yeah.
Not my favorite, but I like that about them.
very interesting.
Okay, so that's out of this collection of 4. So in general, what would you say? Give me your favorites. Whether you want to rank them or not, what are your favorite? The ones that stand out to you the most?
I think I'll stick with the Imperial Fist.
Imperial Fist.
Yeah. Imperial Fist. The last
Magic or the Alpha Legion.
Alpha Legion.
That's the
Yeah.
one
Alpha Legion kind of stuck out, and I'll go with the ones that take demons and put them into machines.
Into machines, yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, those would be my top 3. Maybe honorable mention for top 3 would be the red ones. What do you call them?
Blood Angels.
Blood Angels.
Blood Angels. Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
That'd be an honorable mention for the top 3. I guess that'd be my top 4.
Alright, well thanks very much Al for participating in this video. I think I definitely enjoyed getting this out of you, and I hope the viewers do as well. So yeah, don't forget to like the video if you like the video, guys, and we'll be having at least one more series coming out with Allan with Warhammer 40K, so subscribe if you want to stay in touch with that. So yeah, with that, this is Bonsai signing out, and I'll catch you all later.
Nice knowing you.